and I'm looking on two screens. So we're having some connection issues, but here we are live, and I'm gonna let the folks on my personal Facebook page know that we're live as well. So, are we live on Instagram? Checking connection. You are now we are live. So, we are live on two screens, Facebook here, and Instagram down here. And I see Jamie. I know what you're here for, Jamie. I love it. We are on the home stretch for Sickle Bingo Month. We have played an educational game of bingo all month long. Sickle with the question mark, bingo. And you can find our facts and information and the clues for the bingo game all month long by visiting our Facebook and Instagram page. And those of you that have your boards, you will get your fourth and final, fourth and final secret word today at the end of this little talk that guarantees your winning the grand prize of $100. All of our participants are winners, however, because we have some nice genotype swag and other sickle cell swag to share. So Jamie says she has her 3 words. So if you listened at the prior lives and have been playing bingo all month, you have a chance to compete with Jamie. So let's just keep it all open. Bobby Digital, our Bobby Digital Trade Warrior, hello there. Thanks for watching. I am going to formally introduce myself. I am Dr. Tamia Austin, the Executive Director of the As One Foundation, where our newly adopted mission, is to empower families globally, delivering life-saving sickle cell education. And I am so excited about this new mission as we have focused on sickle cell trait for the past 10 years since I've been involved, although the foundation started in 2007 with a mission to unlock and unleash the full potential of youth while encouraging them to achieve their dreams in the face of life challenges. We changed that mission in 2012 to focus on sickle cell trait education and awareness, and now our evolution brings us to the recognition that sickle cell disease education is important and is only comprehensive if it includes sickle cell trait education. So hence our new mission to empower families with this education globally, because this is a global condition, delivering life-saving sickle cell education. And we certainly believe that what we don't know hurts us. I mean, there's a statement that might go to the contrary of that, but like, no news is good news. But you certainly, my father-in-law says, you pay for what you don't know. So we don't want to withhold education and information that can be life-saving, especially as it relates to this global condition. So today is Make Sense Monday, and as I said, we're in the home stretch of our Sickle Bingo game that we have had lots of participation in. Thank you so much for those of you that have been following. Thanks for that thumbs up. Hello, Marilyn Douglas Jones. I see you all following down in on the, this is Instagram down here, that's Facebook up there. I see JCM2 Music. It's me, I won't say, Warrior Wellness, Crescent Foundation, Sickled Not Broken, Sickle Cell Slayers. Thank you for being here, and feel free to chime in. We won't be with you long. We're just here to talk about sickle cell around the world. We are learning, and we know that research is continuing regularly, but we just wanted to talk about some of the epidemiology of sickle cell. Now, I am a behavior scientist, a health promoter. My PhD is in public health. I am not an epidemiologist, but I do have an appreciation for the numbers. So, most of you know that there's approximately 100,000 Americans here in the United States living with sickle cell disease, and out of those, there's approximately 1 out of 365 of those classified as African Americans or of African descent, also living with sickle cell. And then here's an epidemiological number: 1 out of 16,300 Hispanic American births. We can dive deeper at another time to really get to what that actually means. But some of the things that we, thought were pretty interesting that may or may not be known well is that, well, we know that sickle cell is a worldwide condition. Over 300 million people carry the trait. And so we wanted to specifically look at some places around the world. Sickle in Nigeria, India, and the Democratic Republic of Congo carries approximately 90% of the world's sickle cell population. 3 countries: Nigeria, India, and the Congo. Now, I just told you what our numbers are here in the U.S. 100,000 of sickle cell and 3 to 4 million. Some say 2.5 to 4 million with sickle cell trait. I personally believe those numbers are higher because we still are working, and I know that there are organizations that are working to develop good and reliable registries, but it's still challenging to be able to rely on the numbers that we have, but that's what we have. 4 million sickle cell trait in the U.S., 100,000 sickle cell in the U.S. But in the world, Nigeria, India, and Congo carry 90%. So we are included in that other 10%. So if there are, well, okay, I'm not a math specialist, so I'm not even going to go there. But I will also say that here in the United States, our numbers are breaking down like this: 1 in every 58,000 Caucasian or white American carries sickle cell. And so let's look at that. So if the U.S. population is 300, I have that number somewhere, 300, where is it? Because I don't want to say it wrong. Where are you, number? 328.2 million population in the United States. And the white population of those carrying sickle cell is 1 in 58. We have made a very loose conclusion that 4,000 of that 100,000 that carry sickle cell in the United States are people of the white or Caucasian persuasion. Isn't that interesting? 4,000 of the 90 to 100,000 are white people, or white white children, or white adults, or white teenagers. So that just gives you something to think about. So we have a comment here: there isn't broad testing in Latin America, Europe, Asia, etc. So why don't we truly know how many it affects? That's the question, Jamie. That's where we need to go. We really need to expand, broaden our testing here in the United States so we can really get down to the numbers. And I mean, there's probably a host of reasons why people may or may not be, as forthcoming about their sickle cell status. We know that there's stigma associated. We also know that there are some issues, riddled in the connotation of race, which is just such an abstract concept. There's one race, there's the human race, but whether or not your whiteness is threatened by having a condition that is attributed only to black folk. It's there are just a host of thoughts and concepts that inform where we are today. But we know that there are countries like Bahrain, Nigeria, and India that have quite comprehensive, testing that we could, a free testing that we could utilize here in the United States. Yes, we do have the newborn screening program, and it has been effective because the other side of it is what we know about in Canada. While they do screen, they do not inform, or rather, they only inform those with sickle cell. They do not inform those with sickle cell trait. And us being a sickle cell trait awareness organization for the past 10 years, we know how important trait is, if not just to know, what's going on in your blood, definitely for that family planning information that's important to know about the 1 in 4 chance with each pregnancy if 2 people with sickle cell trait procreate of having a child with sickle cell disease. And then the other side of that is 1 sickle cell disease parent is going to, at the very least, have a child with sickle cell trait 100% of the time. 1 parent with sickle cell is going to make a child with sickle cell trait at the very least 100% of the time. So this is, just the basics of why it's important to educate, the Canadian population when there is a sickle cell trait birth. At the moment, and I know there's or organization BBTINGA, they're working to advocate for the sickle cell trait population to be made aware of of their positive sickle cell trait status. But as it is right now, as far as I know, or last checked, it is they do not share that information. So that is 4,000. Think about 4,000 out of the 100,000 people with sickle cell disease or sickle cell condition in the United States are white. Then I did not break these numbers down, but from an epidemiological standpoint, 1 in 1,100 Hispanics also carry the sickle cell disease here in the United States. And even it's affecting Asian Americans. So we're highlighting this to just bring awareness, to bring people to thinking about the fact that sickle cell is definitely affecting the people of African descent at a very high rate, a disproportional rate. The disparities associated with the health issues of African Americans are astounding, but not, it continues to persist is my point. But there are other ethnicities and nationalities represented in the sickle cell population, and we want people to be aware of that. I firmly believe that we need everyone to care about sickle cell, and even if it's your train of thought that, oh, I'm not affected, so I don't have to worry about it, then we want you. We want to transform that frame of reference, because number one, you could be affected because it's not a skin color thing, it's a bloodline thing. And we know that you can definitely have blue eyes and blonde hair and be a carrier or have the disease or have the blood condition. What else did I want you to know? Just some interesting things we, came across. of course, we talk about the 1 in 13, 1 in 12 Black or African American babies born in the United States with sickle cell trait. But here's a number. Again, 2% of the let me make sure I'm saying this right. 656,400 Caucasians could have sickle cell trait in the United States. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I think that's really interesting. So we have a campaign going on with the As One Foundation. It's called, we're saying, we're using the word genotype, and we firmly believe that everyone doesn't have sickle cell or sickle cell trait. That is true. But did you know that everyone still has a genotype, a sickle cell genotype? Because there is a genotype that identifies the normal hemoglobin from both parents, and that is AA. AS is one normal hemoglobin and one sickle hemoglobin. And then having a sickle hemoglobin gene from both parents is SS. So AA, no sickle cell. AS, one copy of sickle cell, or what is commonly called sickle cell trait. Or SS, which is sickle cell anemia or disease, or however you choose to say it. And we want people to know that. We want people to know that even if you have a positive, you're certain about your diagnosis as no sickle cell, that still means you have a sickle cell genotype. And we want you talking about it. We want people talking about it. We have a post where we've asked you to share your genotype if you know it. And if you don't know it, what do we want you to do? We want you to get tested. Get tested. So, and I'm going to be talking a lot more in detail about sickle cell trait. I get the opportunity to go to Australia virtually on 6 a.m. on the 2nd of July. I think that's Thursday, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 8 p.m. Australian time. I will present the truth about sickle cell trait, which is a portion of what we do here at the As One Foundation. So if you want to wake up that early with me, Eastern Time, 6 a.m., we'll share a lot more details. I'll talk specifically about my sickle cell trait literacy research. And I'm sharing it with the folks in Australia. They have a sickle cell society, and they have a desire to share information with their population, and we want everybody to care about sickle cell. So join us. Check out our website, check out our social media. Everywhere you can find us as One Foundation. On Facebook, it's the As One Foundation. And for the moment, we have all been waiting for the Sickle What Bingo fourth and final secret word. I wonder if you can guess what it is. I've said it quite a few times during this talk, and I can't go over the prior three. You've had to have been participating all month as we're closing in on the end of June and the Sickle What Bingo. So good luck to all of you. Your fourth and final secret word is, drum roll, Jamie. Oh my goodness, Jamie, it's genotype. Yes, it is genotype. That is your fourth and final word for Sickle What Bingo. Gather all your words together. You will be hearing from us if you have them. We know that we've had some folks that already have bingo, but everyone that participated will receive a prize. And if you have all four of the secret words from the lives, you are eligible to win the $100 grand prize. So I will add some of our links to our website if you would like to. We've got some great stuff coming up. We have a virtual Darling Dash. We run as one. We're going to run the whole month of September for Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And we're, with a twist, we have some cute little things planned. So please stay close, join our mailing list, check out our website, and continue to see follow us on social media to find out about what we're doing next. We're gonna have another live readathon. We're hoping that our founder Devard Darling will be reading to you all virtually, and so just stay tuned to learn about those upcoming dates. And with that, I will wish you all a happy rest of your month uh, as we transition into a new month. Wish you well, and we'll see you on the next round, whatever that is. It's coming up soon. I feel like I'm forgetting something. So I'm talking on the 2nd. We have Darling Dash coming up, the virtual Darling Dash coming up in September. We have the Read Aloud. Well, if I'm forgetting it, I will post it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I see you blessed, 05. I am Kayla J, Warrior Wellness, Coach Reggie, Loris Holland watching with us on Facebook. Dr. Williams, yay! I see you. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate all the thumbs up and hearts. And we'll be back very soon. Take good care, everyone.